What's going on, guys? Venomousfatman here, and I got a brand new segment of The Verdict for you. This time I'm doing a little bit some different change for this verdict in particular. Obviously, you're still going to get your movie reviews and stuff, whatever I check out, but here's something a little bit different I want to try out, as far as bringing news to the table, especially a lot of the big news, which I'm surprised a lot of people aren't talking about, because this is going to be a great year for movies, and there's a lot of things that have been showing up and popping up that I want to talk about and stuff. So I'm going to a couple websites here, actually going to be mentioning a couple things in here, and I'll also probably put a couple URLs in the description box for you guys to check out. But number one, hey, you guys know WonderCon was just around the corner, that just recently passed, and there was some new Green Lantern footage that was shown there for all the people that attended, and it leaked out onto the net, or a couple sites started posting up on the net, and it looks really good. Just got to say that, hands down, I was really skeptical at first. I know I saw the teaser and I saw the trailer that they posted up, a while back when the movie was still kind of fresh in everybody's minds about it getting made. A lot of people were really kind of like on the fence of like, how good is this movie really going to be? I know it's the guy who played Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, in the suit. Let's hope he makes a good Hal Jordan. A lot of people were upset about the suit because most of the suit is CG and stuff, and the ring is thicker. The lantern itself looks like it was like a plastic toy and stuff like that was pulled out of Toys R Us. But here, based on the footage I've seen so far, even though it was a lot, but it wasn't a lot. Okay, and I know it's kind of hard to understand, but here's the thing. From the new footage that they shown, because they showed a lot of CG stuff that was really polished, really out there. They even got some of the voice actors for a lot of the CG characters are going to be in there, like Kilowog and everybody else, and Estro, and everybody that's going to be in there. But the special effects for this movie is top notch. There's an actual scene, if you guys go into the URL that I put below and actually check out the actual, spot where Hal Jordan actually visualizes an actual 50 cal machine gun with his ring power. That looks dope. It looks really cool. It was really well done. They really kind of like the whole kind of materializing of the power of the ring, where it comes up to like different things and stuff, with just fist and everything. It looks like they really went all out on it, and it looks really awesome. It looks really cool, really dope. It's just, I think this is going to be a movie that's going to end up being good, and it's going to get kind of a bad rap beforehand because there's a lot of, opinionated fanboys out there. So I think everybody's got to really go in there with an open mind, because I know everybody's waiting on Marvel's movies that are right around the corner, because we got Thor and we got Captain America coming really soon. So it's kind of sad. It kind of sucks for DC because they're not really getting a lot of feedback, because a lot of their big movies, like the next Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, is way into the future. So I think this is really going to be Marvel's year for as far as movies and stuff, especially when, later on, after all these are done, the Avengers comes out. But don't sleep on DC, because this movie really has something going for it now. If it sucks as far as story, when we all go to see it, then, we'll bite the bullet on that one, because I've always said that DC always has the best animated movies for their characters, and they sometimes kind of slack on the live action, with the exception of maybe Batman. But this one actually looks pretty damn decent, so I'm going to go in there at least hoping to get something good out of it when I see it. That's one thing, okay, that I wanted to mention. Definitely check out the trailer, the WonderCon footage that was shown, guys, because it looks really awesome. So, besides that, in other movie news from what I've been gathering and stuff, we got Thor right around the corner. Got Captain America showing his trailer off right around the corner. Marvel's really bringing their A game. I know I mentioned Marvel before, but right around, if you go to IGN, you go to a couple other spots, there's already footage of HawkEye in the Thor movie. Now, I got a chance to see it. Now, I was expecting something along the lines of maybe a classical-looking Hawkeye. Like, instead of maybe purple, maybe they put him in a blackish type of suit or whatever. Make him really look kind of classic Hawkeye from the classic Avengers. But here's my problem with it. I'm even going to try to look at the footage now as I'm talking to you guys, so I could kind of give it on-the-fly type of, description and look at. But to me, Hawkeye doesn't really look like Hawkeye. Like, Hawkeye... Like the Hawkeye for this movie, I'm looking at the scene now. He kind of clotheslines Thor. Like, I'm looking at him now. This big giant, looks like a big giant black dude. He looks like freaking Humdale that they have in the Thor movie, to be honest with you. Or he looks like Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury just went on steroids. Because to me, Hawkeye obviously is an archer. Yes, he's a member and an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or is working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers and stuff. But he's not a giant-ass dude. I think, if anything, in the comic books, Thor was actually bigger than Hawkeye, from what I remember from reading the comic books. I could be wrong. You guys could tell me if I'm wrong. But This guy, what they got in the movie, and if this is what they're saying is Hawkeye, he does not look like Hawkeye at all. He looks like some type of dude that just looks like he took steroids or hit the weights a long time, and like they just like, you know what, let's just put him in there because he looks good for the movie. It's just that to me that doesn't look like Hawkeye. And then on top of that, he doesn't even have his classic bow and arrows. Like I even would have bought it if he had like a crossbow or something. But I mean, Hawkeye, in my opinion, cannot take on Thor like that. It just does not work in my opinion. I don't think it works at all. And then the two, they have a good fight. Obviously, it's a cool fight, but I don't think, granted, Thor at this point doesn't really have his power, but he's still, I still think even then he should not be able to be taken down by Hawkeye this much. At least in this scene, he obviously doesn't lose. He kind of beats the crap out of Hawkeye, but it should have been a little bit much more, a little more kind of more in tune with Hawkeye's character. That's just me. But you guys be the judge for yourselves, okay? You could actually check out the trailer, or not the trailer, but the footage, I should say. When you get a chance, I'll leave a link in the description box here so you guys could check that out. That's another thing. Obviously, also, if you have not seen the Captain America trailer, the teaser trailer for it, looks awesome. That movie looks like it's going to be great. I really recommend you check it out and get hyped up for that movie because that movie is really going to put Marvel over the edge. It's really going to be cool. Now, besides that, obviously, I have to talk about this. I know it's kind of wrestling-oriented. It's not movie-oriented. But WrestleMania 28 that just passed, I didn't order the event myself. I kind of got the news and everything, and I saw clips and little things here and there around the internet. I want to be honest with you because I didn't have the time to order WrestleMania. But I've seen enough. I've heard enough. I've checked out everything. Here's the thing I have to say about WrestleMania 28. The only really big reason a lot of people really ordered this pay-per-view was because The Rock was going to be there and The Rock was hosting it. Now, I know The Rock in the beginning came out. He'd said his little thing for like a half an hour almost, as kind of like the show opener, as the host of the event. But most of the matches that went on, and I even heard that there was supposed to be a match that went on there that wasn't really part of WrestleMania. That, was kind of like before the show went to actually like programming and stuff. But be honest with you, WrestleMania is supposed to be the big event for the WWE. WrestleMania is supposed to be like up there, the pantheon of, the showcase of the immortals, that it's the biggest wrestling event, period, in entertainment. It's nuts. Honestly, this WrestleMania felt really diluted, felt really kind of lackluster compared to other WrestleManias out there. The only good match, and even other people have said this, I know DSP has said it, and a couple other spots have said it as well. The only really good match that was really worth WrestleMania was the match between The Undertaker and Triple H. Now, the reason why it was so good, because I had the actual opportunity to actually check out the match, from some recordings that some friends let me check out. The match really had you on the edge because a lot of people going into WrestleMania did not want The Undertaker to lose. I don't think there's anybody here around now that wants The Undertaker to lose his streak. If anything, he should retire undefeated at WrestleMania, me included. That's just my opinion. But there were moments where Triple H was really beating on his ass, and you were thinking, oh my God, they're really going to have this guy lose. And then to have the outcome what they did, which was the tap out, the submission hold that he has, you never hardly ever see Triple H tap out. It was a really cool and interesting kind of way to end that match for WrestleMania. It was really nice. So now the streak is 19-0. That was cool. Now, as far as the main event itself, if anything, The Undertaker versus Triple H should have been the main event. But they had The Miz versus John Cena. Now, I've always said this hundreds of times. I don't like John Cena as a wrestler. Not that I have anything against the guy, but I don't think he has the charisma, and I don't think he has the athletic ability to really kind of match up to most of the main eventers that have been in past WWE events. People like The Rock, even though he's in a feud thing now with The Rock, and apparently now they're actually going to have a main event in WrestleMania 29. Which, is beyond me how they're going to keep that going for a whole year. I don't think he has the same type of charisma to really hold a prayer to a lot of these guys on this level. Like, I know in WWE All-Stars, they had a fantasy match between Hulk Hogan and John Cena. What the hell? Like, to me, I don't think that it's even in the same playing field. I just don't think he has the charisma, doesn't have the athletic ability. He doesn't have the presence for that. That's just my opinion, guys. Okay, I don't think it works out very well. So overall, you guys know where I'm going with this. The main event for, in my opinion, kind of sucked. It was cool to see The Rock drop a rock bottom and the people's elbow and stuff. That's always cool. I know Cena lost. I really don't think even Miz deserves to have the championship, but I really don't think that Cena was a good champion. That's just me. Because I'm old school like that. But overall, WrestleMania was kind of this year. The only really good match that was worth seeing from it was Undertaker versus Triple H. There was a bunch of other matches there, but a lot of them were really stupid. The stupidest thing out of WrestleMania, in my opinion, had to be Snooki being on freaking, a match or even on the show, period. To be honest with you, because I know they were trying to boost ratings. I know they were trying to get more traffic going to actually checking out and ordering WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure just people that love the Jersey Shore just to see Snooki just ordered WrestleMania like that, which I think is stupid. But I don't think she should have ever been there, if anything at all. It should have just been, Trish Stratus and her partner against everybody else like that, or just a straight up Divas wrestling match, in my opinion. But it was stupid all around. Okay, it really had no purpose. And then the same thing with Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. I thought that was stupid too. If anything, I know towards like the later half of WrestleMania, from what people keep telling me, Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler actually did some commentary. I would have loved if the entire WrestleMania event, it was just those two classic WWE commentary, because those guys are the best when they do commentary on the WWE in any match or any event that they do, period. They're awesome like that. But this whole storyline and feud with some of the kind of commentators and stuff, I think is kind of pointless, a waste of time. They really need to go back and really redo their kind of like, scheduling for events like this, as big as WrestleMania is. Because WrestleMania, everything is supposed to be good. You're not supposed to have a lot of crap in there. But anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. I know it was a lot to talk about. You had some movie news, you had some wrestling news, you had all this stuff there. Let me know what you guys think about this. Leave it in the comment section below. Talk about it. Put your video responses and everything. Let me know if you like the verdict videos more kind of like this, or do you like them much more with the actual movie reviews or event reviews and stuff like that. Tell me what you guys think about it, how you enjoyed this. If you did or did not enjoy it, put it in the comment section below. Just try to keep it civil is all I'm asking, because I'm trying to get a general consensus here going. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. I'm Venomousfatman. That's all I got for here for the verdict. Leave your comments and stuff. Put your feedback in there. Talk to you all soon. Take it easy, everybody.